I think it's, I think there's a problem in your laptop.
Yes, ma'am, I guess.
So you can join it using mobile also. If there's, if you're facing issue, then you can join it using your mobile cell phone.
Okay, ma'am, I'll change the device.
Okay, no problem. You can join it using the mobile.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, now I'm able to see. I think it's because I put the cam on, so it causes a lot of glitch.
Okay, okay. So now is it visible? This full
Yes,
screen?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So hello, today in today's session, I'm just discussing the haloalkane and haloarenes. Okay, so you might be familiar of this word haloalkene and haloarenes. Okay, so whenever you just start to study something, just try to understand the meaning of the word, right? Just try to just break those words and try to start just understand the meaning. So it's a haloalkane. So what does this mean? Halo means halogen groups, right? Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and so on, right? And your
Yes.
alkanes means your alkane means saturated hydrocarbon, right? Saturated
Yes.
hydrocarbon, right? So haloalkanes basically it means that it is a substituent product, right? Substituted product you can say of alkene by halogen. Okay, so haloalkanes is basically, suppose it is obtained by the, suppose it's an alkane, right? And we know that alkane general formula is CnH2n plus 2, right?
Yes,
Plus
ma'am.
halogen. We know that what is halogen? So halogen is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine, right? And we know that fluorine halogen we just represent it by using capital X. Now, when you are adding the halogen, when you are just removing, right, one hydrogen from here, and when you are just replacing, basically this is a replacement of hydrogen, one hydrogen from the halogen group, right? So basically substituent, we just add the substituted product of alkane by your halogen group. Okay, so you just get halogen over here. So haloalkane, that is your haloalkane, halogen plus alkane. And what will be the formula for haloalkane? So it's Cn H2n, right? So from alkane, just remove one, right? So plus 1 into X. So that's the formula of haloalkane. And X denotes the halogen group, right? So how
Yes.
we can explain the haloalkane? So haloalkane is basically, it is a substituent product of alkane by halogen, right? Now suppose if we just take methane, right? So we know this it's CH4 methane. Okay, just remove this hydrogen. Just to replace this hydrogen from the one halogen group. Just a second. So hydrogen, again here hydrogen, and just replace this hydrogen from one halogen group. Okay, suppose मैंने यहाँ पे X लगा दिया. So that is your haloalkane. What is this? This is your haloalkane, right? Similarly, haloarenes. What is haloarenes? So you know what is arenes? Why we just use this word arene over here?
Yes, ma'am. It's like benzene a ring structure.
Yeah, it's basically a aromatic compound. An
Yes, ma'am.
aromatic compound is basically a conjugated double bond system, right? Where the
Yes.
delocalization of pi electron, right? So alternate double bond system, double single, then double singles, just like your benzene ring, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So basically, we just use the benzene ring for the arenes over here, right? So if we just take benzene, so it's a benzene, right? We know there is one hydrogen at to every carbon here. Suppose hydrogen. Now, when I replace this hydrogen from your halogen group, so then this compound is known as This molecule is known as your haloarenes. This is known as haloarenes.
Haloarene.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And basically, haloalkenes and haloarenes, we just denote it using RX. Right? For the haloalkenes, this R group is your alkyl group, right? And for the haloarenes, this R group is your aryl group, right? Arene group, you can say arene or aryl, right?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Now see the classification of haloalkenes and haloarenes. So how we just classify the haloarenes and haloalkenes on the basis of number of halogen atoms, right? So basically, on the basis of number of halogen atom, there are three types of haloalkenes and haloarenes. Okay, first one, if only one halogen atom is present. See, if only one halogen atom is present, then it is known as haloalkane, monohaloalkane, or monohaloarenes. If it is arenes, haloarenes, so suppose if I just give this benzene ring and only one halogen atom is attached to this benzene ring. So we call it as a monohaloarene. Monohaloarene because only one halogen atom is attached to this arene ring, right? So if only one halogen atom is present, then we call it as a monohaloalkane or monohaloarene, right? Similarly, if two halogen atom is present, right? So what we call it as dihalo. Two के लिए हम क्या use करते हैं? We just use di word. So dihaloalkane or dihaloarenes. Clear, Aneesha?
Yes, ma'am.
Similarly, for the three halogen atoms, what we use? We just use tri word. So
Yes.
trihaloalkane or trihaloarene. Okay?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If it is okay, then just do this. Just tell me. You just have to classify the following on the basis of number of halogen atoms, right? So just tell me about the first one. Which type of alkane or arene it is? Haloalkane or
Mm,
haloarene it is? Yeah, it's
Mono.
mono. Mono what? Haloalkane or haloarenes?
Mono. Halo. Arene.
Why it is arene? I just told you arene कब हम use करते हैं when there is a
Oh,
conjugated pi
there's
system, just like a yeah, it's a only a cyclic type of your compound, right? Here you can't see the conjugated pi system, right? The
okay.
alternative for the arene, I just told you, arene क्या होता है? It's just like a benzene. You will see the alternate double and single bond system, this type of system. Okay, so that type of thing is known as arene.
Okay.
But this is not a conjugated system. This is a monohaloalkane.
Okay.
Haloalkane. Yeah. Second one,
Dihaloarene.
very good. Dihalo, it's arene. Third one,
Trihaloalkane.
very good. Trihaloalkane. Fourth one,
Dihaloalkane.
dihaloalkane. This one,
Trihaloalkane.
trihaloalkane. And this one,
Dihaloarene.
dihaloarene. Okay, so that's how we just classify different on the basis of number of halogen atoms, mono, di, and tri. Yeah. The next
Yes, ma'am.
one is C. This is very important. Monohaloalkanes, they are basically classified on the two types, two groups. Okay, because here's a we are using the monohaloalkane, so obviously one halogen group is present. Right. Now, first type is that when the halogen group, it denotes the halogen group, you know very well. When the halogen group is attached to the sp3 hybridized carbon, right? So, if first type is that when the halogen group is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon, and the second type is that when the halogen group is attached to sp2 hybridized carbon. Okay, so basically there are two types. Now, in the sp3 hybridized carbon, let's see. First one is your alkyl halide. Alkyl halide means your haloalkane, right? Another name for the alkyl halide, haloalkane is the alkyl halide. And the another name for the haloarene is your aryl halide. Aryl halide. Okay. So see,
Okay.
here. So first is your alkyl halide. So it is a type of the sp3 hybridized carbon when the halogen group is attached to the sp3 hybridized carbon. For example, see this fluorine group is there. Only one halogen group is attached right to this carbon. Now see this carbon is sp3 hybridized, right? If you just draw the structure, CH3, CH2, CH2 and F, right? So you can see this fluorine, this is a halogen group, this is attached to this carbon, right? And this carbon is hybrid. Just tell me the hybridization state. So it's sp3, right? It's
sp3.
sp3,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Just जहाँ पे आप देखो single bond है तो just समझो it's sp3 hybridized carbon. If it is double bond, suppose यहाँ पे double bond होता तो it will be sp2
sp2.
hybridized. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
very good. If it is triple bond, so sp, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can see over here, example is when the fluorine halogen group is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon, right? So this is known as alkyl halide, right? So when the halogen group is directly attached to sp3 hybridized carbon, so it is known as alkyl halide. Okay. And what is the, just tell me which type of alkyl halide is this? Is it primary, secondary, or tertiary?
Um,
You know how to check whether it's primary, secondary, or tertiary? Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tell me which halide is this? Primary, secondary, or tertiary? Which one? If you don't know, then please don't hesitate. You can ask me, ma'am. I don't know, just explain it. Yeah.
I'm not sure, ma'am, but yeah, over here I'm
Okay.
not sure.
Yeah, just see. So see, I'm just trying the CH3, right? So you can see one, two, three. Three carbon is there. CH3, CH2, and here CH2 and fluorine. Now see how to check whether it's a primary, secondary, or tertiary. So you have to check the halide group first, right? Halogen group. So see if this halogen group is attached to this carbon, right? And this
Yes,
carbon is attached to how many groups? How many groups? Only one group, right? Only one, this CH2 group, right? Only
yes,
one
ma'am.
this carbon, right? So this is your primary one. This is your primary one. Suppose अगर यहाँ पे मैं कोई भी branching दे दूँ, just like CH3. Now I will ask you which halide is this? Just tell me whether it's secondary, primary, secondary, or tertiary. So you will tell me that it's a secondary map. It's a secondary halide. How it's secondary? So you have to check this fluorine is attached to this carbon, right? And you can just check this carbon is attached to how many groups? How many groups? So again, it's first group and the second group, two groups, right? So this carbon is attached to two groups, so it's a secondary, right? It's a secondary halide. Similarly, if I just write on here CH3, again मैंने यहाँ पे branching ले ली. Now I will, if I ask you, now just tell me which halide is this, primary, secondary, or tertiary?
Ma'am,
Yeah,
tertiary.
yeah, very good. Right. So you can see you have to check this fluorine is attached to this carbon, and you have to check this carbon is attached to how many groups. So you can see
Yes.
CH3, CH3, and here CH2, three groups. So it's a tertiary one, right?
Hmm.
So
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can check just like this, which halide is this? So obviously this is a primary halide, right? Now this, just check it. This bromine, second one, third one, and fourth one. Just tell me which type of halide is this, because we know that it's a halide. It's an alkyl halide because this bromine halogen group is directly attached to sp3 hybridized carbon, right?
Yes, ma'am.
In third example also, this chlorine is attached to this carbon, and this carbon is sp3 hybridization. So it's a alkyl halide, right? But you have to check the degree. right? It's a primary, secondary, or tertiary. Just tell me. For the second one,
Ma'am, second one it's secondary.
yeah, secondary, very good. Third one,
Mm, secondary.
yeah, very good. Now you understand. And for the fourth one,
Tertiary.
yeah, very good. Now it's clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Now again, the second type is allylic haloalkene. This is again a type where the halogen is directly attached to sp3 hybridized carbon. Okay, the second is allylic haloalkene. Now, see what is allylic haloalkene. So basically, the halogen is connected to, we know that it is connected, it will be connected to sp3 hybridized carbon. But this sp3 hybridized carbon is further connected to sp2 hybridized carbon. See, suppose this is your halogen group, right? So this halogen group is directly attached to sp3 hybridized carbon, but this sp3 hybridized carbon is further attached to sp2 hybridized carbon. So whenever you see this type of arrangement, so just see and just tell that it's a allylic type of haloalkene. It's a allylic type of haloalkene, right? So again, I'm repeating what is allylic type of haloalkene. So you just have to check halogen group. Group is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon, and if that sp3 hybridized carbon is attached to sp2 hybridized carbon, means carbon-carbon double bond you will see. So that type of haloalkene is your allylic haloalkene. Clear, Aneesha?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, see this one. First example. So here, this bromine. Bromine is your halogen right here. And this is attached to this carbon, and you can check it, the hybridization state of this carbon. So it's sp3 hybridized carbon. Now this sp3 hybridized carbon is attached to this carbon, and just check the hybridization state of this carbon. So this is, you can see, this is carbon-carbon double bond. So this is your sp2 hybridized carbon. Okay, so this is a type, this is example of allylic haloalkene. Yeah,
Yes,
clear?
ma'am.
Another
Yes, ma'am.
example, if I give you, you just have to check whether it's allylic or not. सपोज यहाँ पे मैं क्लोरीन ग्रुप अटैच कर दूँ या and here double bond. Now just check it whether it's a allylic haloalkene or not.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So how is it allylic? Explain me.
The chlorine is attached to the carbon, which is sp3 hybridized, and that is further connected to an sp2 hybridized carbon.
Yeah, very good. Okay. Now the third one, third type is benzylic halide. Again, this is a type when the halogen group is directly attached to sp3 hybridized carbon, right? But in this case, what happens? The halogen is connected to sp3 hybridized carbon, and that sp3 hybridized carbon is attached directly to the benzene ring. So that's the benzylic type of halide. Okay. So what I said, suppose this is your halogen. This is attached to the carbon, which is sp3, and this sp3 hybridized carbon is attached to the benzene ring. So this type of arrangement you will see in the benzylic halide. Okay. For
Yes, ma'am.
example, if I just draw the benzene ring, if I attach CH2 over here and bromine, okay, so you can check it whether it's a benzylic or not. Yeah, it's a benzylic. The bromine is attached to this carbon, which carbon is sp3 hybridized, and this carbon से क्या connected है benzene ring. So that's a benzylic type of halide. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
there are three types based on the when the halogen group is attached directly to the sp3 hybridized carbon. So it's a alkyl halide, allylic haloalkane, or your benzylic halide. Or you can say allylic halide, you can say that. Now see the second type, when the halogen is directly attached to sp2 hybridized carbon, right? So when the halogen is attached to the sp2 hybridized carbon, so according to that, there are two types of halide, vinylic or aryl. Vinylic and aryl. Now, vinylic halide is that when the halogen atom is directly connected to the carbon-carbon double bond, means your sp2 hybridized carbon. So that's the type of vinylic one. So suppose this example, see the example here, CH2CHBr, right? So you can see over here this halogen group, right? Halogen group is directly attached to sp2 hybridized carbon. So this is your sp2, right? Carbon-carbon double bond, right? So this
Yes,
is
ma'am.
a vinylic halide. This is your vinylic halide. Similarly, in this case, this chlorine is attached to this carbon, right? And you can see this is carbon and this carbon, carbon-carbon double bond. So basically, this is your sp2 hybridized carbon, right? So this is your vinylic type of halide. Yeah, so next is aryl halide. Next is your aryl halide. Means your haloarenes. Haloarenes. So basically, halogen is directly attached to the benzene ring. What happens here in the aryl halide or haloarenes? So the halogen is directly connected to the benzene ring. So it's very simple. Right? Suppose example C, this bromine is attached directly to the benzene ring. So it's a aryl halide. Okay, haloarene. So suppose this is a toluene, right? On benzene ring, if there is a CH3 group on the benzene ring, so it is known as toluene, right? And on the suppose ortho on the ortho position, there is a fluorine group attached, right? So basically, fluorine group is attached here, so it will be called as a aryl halide. Again, aryl halide. You just have to see the halogen group, and halogen group is attached to this directly attached to the benzene ring. So it is known as your aryl halide. Aryl halide. And yeah, one more thing. Don't be confused in that, Aneesha. So there is a
Yes, ma'am.
difference between the benzylic and arylic. Benzylic and arylic. Sometimes what happened, the students got confused. So see, if I just write down this benzene ring and if there is a chlorine group here, and if I draw another structure, and if I attach CH2 over here, and then Cl. Okay, so first one, A is a case of the arylic halide, when the halogen group is directly attached to the benzene ring. Right, this type of halide is known as aryl halide. Aryl halide means you haloarenes. But the second case is for the your benzylic halide. Benzylic halide, when the halogen group is first attached to the sp3 hybridized carbon, then this sp3 hybridized carbon is attached to the benzene ring. So this is a case of benzylic halide. Okay, so don't be confused in these two, arylic
Yes,
and
ma'am.
benzylic one, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you can write down. Now you can write down from here. Okay, just write down and please inform me that you have written.
Yes, ma'am.
Written, can I scroll down? Aneesha?
Yes, ma'am.
Done, Aneesha?
I'm writing the questions.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, ma'am, done.
Can I scroll down?
No, ma'am. Writing below. Yes, ma'am.
Just quickly write down for the benzylic halide.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Done.
Okay. So see the question. So name the following halides and classify them as alkyl, allyl, benzyl, vinyl, or aryl type of halide. Okay. So first one to do, I will do it for you. Just let's see how to write down the name of that halide and how to classify. Okay. Now see. So first step will be the draw the structure. Now just draw the structure. So you can see over here, just always just start from the right side. It will be quite easy for you. So it's a methyl, means one carbon here. Then you can see CH. On the CH group, there is a substituent chlorine. Chlorine is attached to this CH group, right? So here the carbon CH2 and here the chlorine is attached. Now again one CH, again one CH group and this CH3 group and here again this CH3. Okay, so that's the structure of this compound and you can just draw the open structure also, just like this. This is CH3, right? Now this is CH. Here this chlorine is attached. This is CH, right? And here one CH3 is attached and one CH3 is attached. Okay, so basically this is the structure. Now name this structure. Name this structure according to the IUPAC nomenclature. Right? Just try to name this. First step will be the just try to find out the parent chain. Right? So you can
Yes.
see the longest chain is the parent chain, right? So this is the longest chain. Now just try to number, right? So the lowest number will be assigned to the substituent chlorine here, right? So one, two, three, and four. So what will be the name? So it will be 2 chloro, 3 methyl, and what 4 carbon chain is there? So it's butane. Now just tell me, Aneesha, which type of halide is this? Alkyl, allyl, benzyl, or which one? Yes, type of halide. It's very simple, Aneesha. Just check it. You just have to see the halogen group. Okay, no need to see other substituent and anything. Just see the halogen group. And the halogen group is attached to this carbon, right? So now you can see here this carbon is sp3 hybridized. This is sp3 hybridized, right? So obviously
Yes.
this is your alkyl halide. This is your alkyl halide. And just tell me the degree, primary, secondary, or tertiary one. Which type of alkyl halide is this? Yeah, I explained it. I explained
Primary.
you. Yeah, it's. Are you sure it's a primary? I explained it to you. Okay, how to check the degree? Like can see, just see this chlorine is attached to this carbon, and you have to just see this carbon. This carbon is further attached to how many groups? So you can see that this carbon is attached to this group also and this group also, right? So there are two substituent over here. This carbon is attached to this two groups. So it is also, again, it's a secondary alkyl halide, right? Not a primary one. Clear?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's do the second one. First, write on this. Write on this. Drawing the second one here. So you can see CH3 here, CH2, and CH. Okay, you can start from the right or you can start from the left also, no problem. And here, the bracket, see the bracket here just tells us it represents that this is a branching, this is a substituent, right? So CH3 over here, again CH group, and here is the C2H5, ethyl group, right? So this is the structure basically. This is the structure. Now see, you can also draw this structure. You can open, just a second. Yeah. Now just try to name this. Just write down the IUPAC name and just tell me which type of alkyl halide is this. First step, you have to just find the parent chain. And parent chain is the longest chain, right? So if you can 1, 2, 3, 4, and here 2 carbon is there, right? So you can start from here, right? So if you have C2H5 for you, just take it as a parent chain. In the parent chain, you will include this in a parent chain. Okay, just don't treat it like a substituent because it's the longest chain. You can, if you just, or you can also draw it like, okay, so you can CH3, CH2, here CH, CH3, here CH. And if I'm writing, just a second. Here CH. I'm just opening this, right? आप लिख सकते हो C2H5 को CH2 CH3, right? So it's again a C2H5. So I'm writing just like this, CH2 and CH3. And on the CH, there is a substituent Cl, right? So you can also draw it like this. It's both are same, right? So
Yes,
this
ma'am.
is your parent chain. This is your parent chain. Yeah, this one. So you will start the numbering from the right side because if you start from the right side, this chlorine will have 3 number, right? But you will when you will start from the left side, 1, then it will be 1, 2, 3, right? Obviously, you have to start the numbering from the right side. This chlorine will have third number. Now just try to name this. Now you can see this is a chlorine, right? So it's a chloro word. We will use a chloro and this is a methyl. Right? So alphabetically order में how we can write on the IUPAC name. So is 3-chloro, right? Now 4-methyl, yeah. Now how many carbon chain carbon is there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hexane, right? So 3-chloro, 4-methyl, hexane. Got it, Aneesha?
Yes, ma'am.
Do the third one. Okay, and which type of alkyl halide is this? Because it's actually alkyl halide, right? Because this halogen group is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon, right? So this is alkyl halide. Now just tell me the which type, primary, secondary, or tertiary one. Which one?
Primary.
Again, you are wrong, Uche. How is it primary? I just explain it to you again and again. You have to check this, right? This chlorine is attached to this carbon, right? And you have to check this carbon is attached to which, how many groups. So one group, and on the right side, it's again second group, right? CH2 is the second group. So obviously the two groups are attached to this carbon, right? One group CH2 and here CH group, right? So there are two groups which is attached to this carbon, right? So this is basically alpha carbon, right? This is your alpha carbon. So alpha carbon से कितने groups attached है? So two groups attached. So it's a second group. It's a secondary, not a primary. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, one more question. I will explain, and other will I will give it to in your homework. See the fifth one. That is your P. P refers for the para position, right? So just try to just draw the structure first. So it's C6H4, right? So it's again a benzene ring, benzene ring. And on the para position, there is a suppose it's a chlorine, right? And if you are writing para position, so इसके para कौन सा है? So it's a this group, right? Ortho, meta, and para. So this is your para position. So on the para position, right? Chlorine is attached, and here CH2, CH2, CH, and on CH there are two substitutions, CH3 whole twice. So CH3 and CH3. So basically this is the structure of this. Okay, now just check it whether it's which type of halide it is. Which type of halide? Yes, Aneesha. Tell me which type of halide it is.
Benzylic halide.
How is it benzylic one? You just have to check the halide, halogen group. Okay, so you just have to check on halogen group. Halogen is group is attached to directly attached to the benzene ring. Directly attached to the benzene ring. So is that a benzylic halide where the halogen group is directly attached to the benzene ring? I just told you the what is the difference between benzylic one and aryl halide. So that's a aryl halide, बच्चे. See,
Okay.
I have explained it here, right? Benzylic halide
Yes.
में क्या होता है? The halogen group is first attached to the sp3 hybridized carbon, and that sp3 hybridized carbon is attached to the benzene ring, right? Halogen is directly attached, is not directly attached to the benzene ring, right? In the benzylic halide. But see, this is a case of aryl halide. This is a case of aryl halide where the halogen is directly attached to the benzene ring. Okay, so you have to just check this halogen group. This halogen group is directly attached to this carbon, and this carbon is belongs to the benzene ring. So this is your aryl type of halide, not a benzyl one. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
clear? Yeah. Okay, so that's all for today. So everything is clear till here. Aneesha, is there any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, now it's the time for the test. Okay, be ready with your copy and pen. I'm just sharing the question. Is the question paper visible, Aneesha?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so basically there are five questions. Okay, one by one you have to just do the question. First, try to write down the answer in your notebook and then tell me one by one. First, do the first question, then tell me the answer, then do the second one, then tell me the answer. Okay,
Yes,
so do
ma'am.
the
Okay.
first one. Do the first one. You have to write down the IUPAC name of these. Done the first one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me the first answer.
2 bromobutane.
Okay, for the second one.
Ma'am, I'm not sure of the second one.
Okay, then third one.
I was doing that one right now.
Okay.
Ma'am, I'm not sure of the third one. I know, but I'm not sure it's correct.
Yeah, so it could be, the chances are it could be right or wrong, right? Only two probabilities, so tell me the answer.
I'm not sure, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Do the second one. So you have to determine the oxidation state of the underlying species. Yes, done, Anissa. The second one. It's very simple, bache. You have to determine the oxidation number or oxidation state, you can say.
Ma'am, can you please help me?
Yeah? Yeah, can you
I'm
please
not.
repeat the question?
Ma'am, can you please help me? I'm not sure how to do it.
हाँ it's a test बच्चे. तो ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट is basically ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर. आपने क्लास 9 में पढ़ा होगा, right? So basically just let the unknown जिसका आपको निकालना है अंडरलाइन स्पेशी का, just let it be x, right? And
Yes,
just
ma'am.
what is the oxidation state of oxygen? Yeah, yeah, you couldn't recall.
No.
Okay, no problem. So you can skip the question. You can try the third one, fourth one, and fifth one. Third one is again from the class 11th testosterone topic. Yeah, are you able to solve the third one, Anissa?
Oh, ma'am, I can't recall because thing is my base is very weak of the previous classes.
Oh, okay, no problem. Okay, just write the fourth and fifth one. Just try to recall first. Fourth question is the solution of glucose in water is labeled at 18% weight by weight, and the density of solution is given. So calculate the mole fraction of glucose if this is your molecular weight. If the molecular weight of glucose is 180 gram per mole, molecular mass. Right, so basically, you have to calculate the mole fraction. Mole fraction. Just check it if you are able to solve this question or not. If not, then just jump to the next question, fifth question.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, Anisa. Fifth question is quite simple. You have to just determine the hybridization state of each carbon.
Yes, ma'am. A is sp3,
Good.
B is sp3,
No, just tell me all for all the carbon. Yeah. See, for this carbon, what will be the hybridization state?
sp3,
For this also. So, okay. Now
sp3,
for this ketonic carbon,
sp2,
for this two carbon.
sp.
So this topic is clear to you. So basically, you have not attempted question number four, question number three, question number two, and this nomenclature question also. I think your basics, you need to recall your previous chapters, like from class 9 to 11th concept, right? Basic chemistry, like your stoichiometric topic, mole concept, nomenclature, oxidation state, yeah, ये सब topic आपको revise करने की need है. So I will suggest the team to schedule a bridge course for you. So in the bridge course, I will sorry. So in the bridge course, I will basically discuss the basics chemistry. Okay, fundamental chemistry in that. And in that bridge course, I will basically cover these questions also. And along with this question, I will cover some basic concepts like how to find out the valency, oxidation stage, some small basic concept. Because you know 12th class is very you can say very difficult, you can say, or very lengthy, right? So आपको जब तक basics clear नहीं होगा तो you can't do that, right? So I will suggest the team to just schedule some bridge courses for you, right? So in which I will discuss all these topics. Okay, Anisa?
Okay.
Is there any
Yes.
other topics जो आपको फिर से recall करवाना है? Any other topics which you are weak, or you wanna recall all the topics? Like you can just tell me the topics जो आपको पढ़ना है. I will cover those topics in the bridge course. Yes, Anisa?
Ma'am, I'll message you about it because I have to check.
Yeah, okay, okay. Just message the team. Okay, so these
Yes.
topics आपके weak हैं, so you have to cover those topics. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so just tell me what I have discussed in the translation. Is it clear to you? Everything is clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay.